Speaking with perfect received pronunciation is often seen as the highest goal for an English learner. But do you really need to use received pronunciation to be understood in Britain? Which accent do I use, and how is my accent different to received pronunciation? I have some examples for you. First, I will read this using received pronunciation. Then I will read it in my natural accent. Listen and see if you can hear the differences. In the afternoon, I took a bath. Then I got dressed and went outside. It was cold, so I put on my gloves. I walked down the path to the garage and got into my car. I drove to the pub and spent a pleasant evening talking and laughing with my friends. That may not be perfect because it's not my natural accent, but that's close to received pronunciation. Here's how we pronounce this in the north. In the afternoon, I took a bath. Then I got dressed and went outside. It was cold, so I put on my gloves. I walked down the path to my garage and got into my car. I drove to the pub and spent a pleasant evening talking and laughing with my friends. How many differences did you hear? Firstly, I pronounce these words with an A sound. Afternoon, bath, path, laughing. Most Northern English accents pronounce the A sound like this. In the south of England, where received pronunciation comes from, these words are pronounced afternoon, bath, path, and laughing. Afternoon, afternoon. Bath, bath. Path, path. Laughing, laughing. The other differences were gloves and gloves, garage and garage, pub and pub. There are many other differences as well, including the word other. Other, other. So, do you need to learn received pronunciation if you are coming to Britain? The answer is no. Only a small percentage of British people speak with received pronunciation. In most places, it's seen as a posh accent. When I say posh, I mean someone who comes from a very rich family and went to a private school. In some parts of Britain, this accent will be an advantage, but in others it will not. If you are a tourist, so you are only coming to England for a holiday, to travel, it does not matter which accent you use. We will understand you. And if you speak English with an American accent, don't worry, we will understand you too. We watch a lot of American TV and movies, so most people in Britain will easily understand an American accent. Finally, where does my accent come from? I am from Derbyshire in the north of England, so my natural accent is Derbyshire. However, when I am teaching, I use my professional voice, which means that I speak more clearly, I use the correct grammar, and I only use standard English with no slang. When I'm talking to my family or working in the pub, I sound a bit different to this. If you'd like to hear a conversation between me and a local friend, let me know in the comments. If this video was helpful, please subscribe and I'll see you soon. Bye.